Note from Doug Goodstein from the Howard TV guys. They covered it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I wondered if they were, treating this seriously or if he was going to have a TV crew following him.
I asked Ronnie about it, and Ronnie got an audition for some sitcom, but now it's sounding like strange to me. First, I thought they were giving Ronnie his own sitcom, and now it sounds like he was auditioning for one episode, and that they called a whole bunch of other people from the show to audition as well. Like Richie Wilson ended up auditioning, and Rachel.
For the same part, Ronnie was auditioning for, or
different
other parts.
Yeah, it sounds like it's
they're stacking the deck.
They're stacking the deck, and it's like a promotion to get our fans to watch the show.
Right.
So I don't know. I was hoping for the Ronnie sitcom.
Well, yeah, the other day when we were talking to him, I couldn't tell because at first it sounded like this part was written for Ronnie.
Yeah.
And then he started talking about having to go in and audition. And I thought, well, that's odd.
Here's the notes. This was a quick audition for a show called Wheels. Richie Wilson and Rachel Fine were also at the audition. Rachel and Richie ended up auditioning.
Richie is, what is he, a cameraman?
Yeah, I don't even know what he does. He's on Howard TV.
Right.
And so they said, a few weeks ago, Ronnie sent out a tweet saying that Wheels is looking for more people to be cast in the show and attached an email address for people to send photos to.
They don't know how to get people to be actors?
No, they needed Ronnie to help. All three of them got in an early audition, which was all shot by Howard TV, and the video will be loaded in the morning. Ronnie's audition solo. Richie and Ronnie auditioned together.
Dude.
And Rachel auditioned solo as well.
Dude.
What is it, like a whole Howard Stern show episode?
Here's what happened. Nobody knew anything about this except me from the beginning.
Right.
They contacted me through Twitter a long time ago, back in April, about this.
Okay.
So they put a thing out on Twitter, an open audition for people to come in and audition for the show about 4 weeks ago.
Right.
And people were to send in headshots and, stuff like that. And that they would call, by invitation only, by email, to come in and audition. So a whole bunch of people got emails to come in.
So how did your audition go?
It just happened that Richie and Rachel got the same night.
Now, how did your audition go?
I thought it went really well. And
now, is it for one episode, or would your character...
No, for the whole thing.
You're a character, a regular character.
The angry coffee truck driver.
Oh.
That's
you could
good.
do that.
You should be able to do that.
I think it went really well. I mean,
What did you have to say?
It was like I was talking to another... Like a salesman would come to the coffee truck, say,
right,
and he would ask like a new guy a new salesman come to the truck, and he would ask what the rules are with the coffee truck, and I would say to him, the rules are, you don't ask me for credit, you don't ask me for cash, you pay cash, you don't if you touch it, you buy it, that kind of stuff, and I thought it went pretty well.
Now, you are an angry kind of guy in real life, but are you able to become a character like that?
Did you summon up the anger from somewhere?
Yeah, I think I did.
And did they indicate?
Because I got in a fight with Stephanie before I went there, so I was really
dude. Okay.
What were you fighting about with her?
Just stupid shit.
What's stupid? What are you doing?
It was a stupid thing.
Got yourself a nice young girl.
Yeah, no. It was cool.
What'd you fight about?
We had a little argument.
What was the argument?
A normal argument about
something. What do you argue with her about?
It was something about I said, she had started this job, and it was. I don't even want to go into. I can't go into it on the air.
You can't.
No.
I'm just wondering what you argue about.
It was something stupid. It was nothing.
You got worked up.
Yeah. And then we were like fighting on the phone as I was walking from where I parked my car. As I was walking to the audition.
What the hell are you fighting about?
We were just arguing, and she was yelling at me. I'm yelling at her, and I go, "Well, thanks for making me angry before I go to the audition," which actually worked out pretty good.
You should really thank her now.
What is it? You don't like her to work, or
no, not at all. It's nothing. It was cool.
What do you think he's fighting with?
Everything was fine,
I'm trying to figure it out. If I don't know, does he not like the kind of job she took?
She's got a great job.
What she was wearing? You think she's like?
No, it was nothing like that at all. Nothing like that. Nothing.
Anyway, it says here in my notes, Lisa G was supposed to be there at 7 o'clock for the audition. At 6:45, she contacted Ronnie and said she was going to bail out.
Yeah, well, she texted me, and see, originally the audition was scheduled for 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock at night.
8 o'clock at night. Then they said they would start earlier. So I text her. Now I know she lives in the city.
Right.
I text her at 20 to 7, And I said, we're going to get in earlier, probably around 7 o'clock in that area.
Right.
So we went. They took us upstairs about 5 after 7. At 6:50, she texted me, said, "Sorry, I can't make it. Good luck."
Oh.
She bailed out. She's the newswoman.
I don't know. I have no idea what
That's
happened.
a big story. You auditioning for a sitcom.
I don't know what happened. Howard TV was there at 6 o'clock, waiting in the lobby. So that's all I know.
The guys wrote, it seems as if she was inconvenienced to do the shoot.
Well, if Ronnie gets the sitcom and it takes off, Howard 100 News won't have been there at the beginning.
That's right. What's with Lisa G not showing up?
I don't know.
Let's see what else. Richie was able to see the script that Ronnie had to read. It was basically written as if Ronnie wrote it himself.
What does that mean?
Seemed like a natural read for him until he had to say the word Epicurean. Epicurean,
yeah, but I did it. I kind of like did it on purpose to make it sound like I was stupid.
Oh, that was a technique you used.
Yeah.
An acting choice.
I actually read it twice because when Richie read for the part that they had him try out for, he was the salesman who came to the coffee truck. So they said to me, well, why don't you read the part with him and let's see how it goes, and it went pretty good. I think, anyway. But I always think everything goes good and winds up being shit, so.
Richie did the audition as a goof to see what would happen. They ended up pairing him with Ronnie to read together, but Richie doesn't expect to be called back. Richie doesn't feel he did a good job.
Oh, really?
He's not an actor.
After Ronnie's first read, Richie heard everyone in the room clapping through the closed door, so they must have liked it.
They were, so.
So then maybe you got the part.
Now, how cool is that?
Yeah, I was pretty happy about the whole thing.
Also there at the audition was one of Ronnie's former hot chick of the week, Christy Day, who flew in from North Carolina just to try out.
Yeah, she had sent in her thing, headshot.
Yeah.
She does acting and modeling and stuff like that.
So when are we going to find out if you're in this show?
I don't know. I guess I'll hear from them when they're done with the auditions. So.
All right. Well,
I know they were running them till like 2 a.m. this morning. So.
Wow.
What is it, Gary?
In 10 seconds, I'll be right back with the audition.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah.
You have Ronnie's audition?
I have Ronnie's audition, and then I'm pulling the one with him and Richie.
Okay.
Ronnie De Niro.
Because the first one he did with the producer.
All right. I'll wait for that.
All right, man.
Ronnie De Niro will call you.
Hey, I hope it works.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I hope it's cool.
Did you discuss how much money it's going to pay? If
No, we hadn't gotten. I'm gonna.
They'll talk to my agent.
The Buckwald office for that.
They probably think you'd do it for anything, but you want a certain amount of money, right?
If you're
Yeah, of
going to
course.
be a major character.
I mean, I'm not gonna be an asshole and say, just because,
Right.
I want to do it.
You want major character money?
I think it'll be cool.
I want my own trailer.
Do you think he'll ever be, how De Niro is De Niro? Like, you know who it is just by saying his last name?
Yeah.
Will there ever be a time where you can just say Mund?
Mund. What is it, Gary?
So it's on Gary, page 2, in green in the first column. So the guy you hear off mic reading with him is the producer, and then I'll pull the one with him and Richie.
You hear your audition. See how you did.
Ready, Ron?
Ready as I'm ever gonna be.
Hi, what's special today?
What's special? I'll tell you what's special. What's special is that I'm done in 2 hours. That's what's special.
No, I mean on the truck. Good joke.
New guy, huh? What's special is no credit. It's all COD. No, and I'll pay you on Friday crap. No Rick. I'll give you some money on Tuesday. No, I haven't sold a car in a week and have.
What the fuck? It's fine.
I was warming up.
Sounds like they'll give you the job anyway.
Yeah.
No, I think it went, pretty good.
Right. What do you think, Robin? Do you think he's got something there?
They were clapping? No.
They were clapping
They
for
were
that.
clapping. It was over.
Money, and what's really special, no roach coats jokes, because I don't smoke them, sell them, or have them. They're okay. That's what's special.
He's a horrible actor, isn't he?
But sometimes that's what works.
Well, they want somebody who sounds dumb and stupid, I guess. I don't know, an angry driver. Besides, how special can coffee and buttered rolls be? This ain't Olive Garden on wheels,
Just asking because I was in the restaurant business too.
Oh, yeah? Well, I could see how great that worked for you.
I ain't watching this
maybe
show.
once you see it on camera, it really pops.
I think he's got something. I'm not sure what it is, but he's got something. I don't know. What do I know? Hey, then maybe
Look,
that's the
I don't know what they're looking for.
Ronnie. If they were applauding that, then maybe you're onto something.
Hey, I hope so. Yeah. Huh. Let me guess. You had some fancy place somewhere with tablecloths and candles, that real expensive shit most people couldn't pronounce. I'm getting close, right? Made a lot of money, spent all the cash, and you beat Uncle Sam out of silly toys and cheap broads? Oh, God knows what else you're gonna try to...
Oh, my God.
Are there periods in that sentence?
I think you got something, but I don't know if it's called
Oh, there are periods, man.
Yeah. That's some read. Maybe he was a
It
little...
is a read.
Were you a little nervous?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Of course I was nervous.
Sure.
Pulled some zagged into the protection bullshit.
What?
What did he just say?
Zagging in the what?
I don't know.
Wait, let me back that up.
I mean, cater truck cuisine, right?
What?
Right.
The protection. Sam out of silly toys and cheap broads. Oh, God knows what else you're gonna try to pull some zagged into the protection bullshit.
Into the
I don't know what that is.
That's. You think it went? You think it went well?
Yeah.
You think that audition went well?
Yeah, I think it went well.
You're not even fucking saying English over there. I
Yeah,
don't know
well,
what
that's the whole idea.
that-
That's
really.
the whole idea of it. They wanted me to sound,
Well, you definitely just sound dopey.
that's what they want. They
Yeah, but
want.
you
that's-
don't even sound like you're. Well, all right. Well, I don't know what they're looking for.
I don't know. Maybe that's not what they're looking for, but that's what they told me they're looking for.
I was going to say, they gave you some direction like that. They're looking
Yeah,
for.
yeah, because I met with these guys about a month ago.
Okay.
At a restaurant.
Did they give you the lines in advance?
No.
No, there was
Well,
a
why didn't
cold
they do that?
read.
Because they wanted me to just come in and read it. And see how it went.
Well,
They gave it to me 5 minutes before I walked in.
so you didn't get to memorize it or anything?
No, I was just reading it off the paper, About carrying cater truck cuisine, right?
What?
Carrying
So
what?
what's catering truck cuisine?
You
Oh,
can't even fucking say it.
I was-
cuisine.
I was doing
Catering truck cuisine.
I was doing it on purpose like that.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was.
You're having trouble.
No, I wasn't. I did it on purpose.
Bullshit.
I'm telling
Don't
you.
bullshit.
That
I
me.
was
wasn't
my true
bullshitting.
line.
I wasn't bullshitting you.
Ronnie.
Dude, I'm not bullshitting you. Gonna be.
Just coffee and a piece of fudge over there.
Fudge? Where the fuck do you see fudge?
In the tray over there.
There you go.
That's Ronnie.
You really... Mastermind? Well, Wolfgang, fudge happens to be mushroom truffle casserole.
What?
Yeah, well, it looks a bit oozy.
It didn't last a week.
Okay, then, just coffee. Thanks.
Hope you sell some cars that Chateaubriand.
Thank you.
It sounds to me like they were goofing on him, giving him hard words to say. Something's up with this audition.
I mean,
Yeah,
they were
because
throwing-
if he's supposed to be like just an angry blue-collar truck driver, what's he doing using
First
words
of all-
like Epicurean
First of all,
and cuisine
what show do you know a guy has this big a dialogue?
with the guy in the truck?
Right. What is it?
I was just going to say the second one that he does with Richie is a different pronunciation of that word that he couldn't get the first time.
I know, but
Well, I was refining my humor.
I think they're up to something here.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Wow, look at the applause. Right.
Yeah.
Ronnie goes, I think I did good.
Yeah.
I said I thought it went all right.
Joe, how do you like the audition?
Hey, well, if they were looking for somebody who truly sounds stupid, you nailed it, Ronnie.
Well, there you go. This guy thinks you did a good job.
Right.
Very nice.
Are there any actors out there who can shed some light on auditioning and how Ronnie did?
Keith, you're an actor. How did that sound to you?
He sounded like Hank the Drunken Dwarf. If you put that tape of him next to Hank side by side, you won't be able to tell the difference.
But Rick, go ahead. You're on the air.
You're like the last guy nailed it. It's Hank the Angry Dwarf.
Right.
I mean, if you pull from the son of the beach, that's exactly what Ronnie sounds like.
James, you're on the air.
Howard, make it stop. Make it stop, please. Good God. You're killing us.
You don't like Ronnie's audition?
Oh, man, it's horrible. It's horrible. After a good week, and now you're bringing us all down.
All right. Well, there you go.
Place is falling apart here.
Place is falling apart.
Look at this.
What happened?
I don't know. I put my hand on here and all the crap is coming off of my
Oh,
hand.
dear. I guess it had a 5-year shelf life.
Richie Wilson was at Ronnie's audition.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up?
The funniest thing was, Ronnie came almost dressed for the part. He had on like a shirt that would look like he came from a mechanic shop. It had the name Mac on the chest and everything.
Well, he's a method actor.
Yeah.
I'm like Lee Strasberg.
Yeah.
Did you have an outfit on that would reflect the character?
Yeah, it was whatchamacallit?
Oh, yeah, there you are.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. But look at you. Look the part. There was some read. All right, listen. Whatever. I'm glad you got the audition. I hope it works out for you. I really do.
Thank you.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Jeff, go ahead. Jeff the drunk wants to weigh in. I think he liked it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm sure he loved it.
That was so fucking funny. Holy shit. I bet you I could do better than that.
I bet you could.
Well, listen, you got to give
They
it a
didn't
shot.
call you.
No, they called Ronnie. They want him. All right, listen, Ron. Congratulations on your triumphant audition over at the.
Thank you.
What's the show? Wheels.
Wheels.
Okay, very good.
Ron,
Yo.
talk to me about the audition itself.
Okay.
A lot of people in there were doubting your acting skills.
Listen, I went in there. I don't claim to be an actor. I claim to be myself, okay? They gave me a part that they felt I could do because it's an angry part. And they gave me some papers to read right before I went in. I had no idea what I was reading, no clue about it beforehand. I knew about it when I walked into the place. They handed me the script of a scene, and I did it, and that's the end of it. If I get the part, fine. If I don't get the part, that's also fine. I tried. That's all.
There's a lot of people around here doubting the legitimacy of the operation. Not you, the production company.
No, it's a legit. Dude. Ask you people who were there last night. Okay, it's a legitimate operation. It's no fly-by-night deal.
So we might be seeing you on
a cable network. Okay. I can't say what it is.
But it's a reputable cable network.
Very reputable. Very reputable.
How reputable?
Very reputable.
And cut.
Right.
Lisa G is here with some headlines from the Howard 100 newsroom. Lisa, what do you have for us?
Lisa Glassberg.
Here she is, Lisa G, in the house. Lisa, what do you have for us?
A lot of great.
Hey, Lisa, how come you didn't cover Ronnie last night? Did you just bail?
It was supposed to be at 8 o'clock.
Right.
Brad Driven and I decided at 5:30 that we weren't going to cover it. We're short-staffed.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a text at 6:45 that Ronnie was going on at 7:20.
Right.
And I was in my sweats. I mean, I couldn't jump, and I wouldn't
Aren't
have been
you
able.
like Lois Lane? When a story breaks, you have to be there?
We decided we weren't covering it.
Yeah. I'm doing more investigation into this so-called sitcom, and it seems that it's not like a sitcom that's already been, been on the air or something.
It doesn't have a go.
No, it's a company that's trying to make a sitcom. So it's not even, they're trying to put something together.
Oh.
Kind of like Stuttering John with his Mafia movie.
Is this like, do they have a pilot deal?
No.
Oh, no deal.
No, they don't have a deal.
Oh, they do.
Oh, they do?
It's sold.
Oh, it's sold?
Yeah.
The guys just told me it's not. Gary just told me it's
Well, that's not what I was told.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I was told. It's sold to a...
Who's it sold to?
I can't say. I'm not supposed to say.
But it's on a network?
Cable.
Cable network?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has an episode run of what?
13, I heard.
Okay.
Well, there you go. I think Lisa should have been there then.
Well, Howard TV was there at 6 o'clock, so that's all I know.
A lot of questions.
But Lisa was in her sweats, so.
Yeah, but...
She couldn't get over there.
Yeah, but she knew from the beginning it was supposed to be 8 o'clock.
And we decided that we weren't
What
going
do
to
you mean?
cover it.
Who's we? You didn't tell me. You texted me in the afternoon and said you would be there. What are you talking
That's
about?
not what I said.
You
I
texted
said
me
was
at 4 o'clock saying, did they move your read to 6 o'clock? And I said, no, where did you get that from?
Because I had
Wait
been
a minute.
talking to them. Let me finish.
No,
I had
let
been
me
talking
finish.
to the producer, and they said they were going to try to move it up to accommodate you. And
Lisa,
also,
you live 30 blocks away. What's the big deal? You couldn't cover
we
it?
decided.
I'm not big enough for you?
No, you're not.
Okay, good. Good.
He said to me, well, if I were in the Hamptons, you would have been there.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You rented a car to drive out to the Hamptons to cover
I was
things.
there, and I covered that
weren't.
story on my
Yeah,
vacation.
Baloney. You just didn't want to. You were in sweats. You didn't want to come.
We're short-staffed. Have someone else go.
What do you mean short-staffed? What were you doing? What other story were you covering last night then, if you were short-staffed?
Take it up with my news director.
No, what were you covering? You said you were short-staffed, so that means
I said we are short-staffed.
You must have been covering something else then.
Yeah, my job here during the day.
Okay. What about everybody else goes out at night and covers stuff?
Good. They win.
I went and did. I had to be up at 3:15 this morning.
Well, next time have the audition in the Hamptons and I'll go.
Okay, great.
All right, there you go. Yeah. Lisa G having it out with Ronnie. Ronnie upset his audition not covered by the news
That's
department.
what it is. He's upset he's not you.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Are you upset that you're not me?
Wait a minute. You can cover Benji walking down the stairs with a horse head on like a horse.
I didn't cover that.
The news department can cover that.
We covered Benji sabotaging Anthony Weiner's press conference.
Good.
That was a great news story.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Like I said, I'm not big enough for you.
No, you're not.
That's good.
Lisa's so cute.
Yeah, she's so cute.
You're not.
No, she's just lazy. That's the whole deal.
Right.
What if Ronnie dresses a horse?
What
if Ronnie dresses a horse?
Oh, she would have been there. Oh, definitely. Yeah. If I was walking on all
Lisa,
fours.
what about that, though? Is Ronnie right in a way that you're lazy because
No.
you didn't cover the news?
No.
You just felt he wasn't an important news story?
No, we're short-staffed.
I see.
What is it? I don't get that. What that means? I still don't get it. There's one person missing. That's
Steve.
it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That takes down the whole department.
The whole
That took down the whole news
department falls to shit now.
Talk to Brad Driver. He'll explain.
I did talk to Brad Drive, and he put his hands up like, I don't know.
Well, why didn't Brad cover it then?
Because he doesn't cover stories.
No.
He's the news director.
I didn't ask Brad. Brad, she was in touch with me in the afternoon.
Right.
And when
she decided she had to pick and choose her stories. She decided you weren't important.
When I said to her...
You got your audio.
Hold on. When I said to you in like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon when you text me, did they move my thing back to 6 o'clock? And I said, no, where did you get that from? You said, oh, that's so unfair because you get up so early in the morning. Which means at that point I said to myself, you didn't want to come out because you got to get up in the morning.
I was trying to get you in there earlier, Ronnie. You wake up so early. Why were they having you audition at 8 o'clock at night?
I wasn't auditioned at 8 o'clock.
Well, that's what they had told me.
I was at it at 7:30.
That's what they had told me up until
I let you know
5:30 in the evening.
Ronnie really wants to be on the news.
I let you know at 20. I let you know at 20 to 7 that we were going in earlier. And
Ronnie, would Lisa?
You lived 30 blocks away. You couldn't get there in 15 minutes.
Would Lisa?
No.
Would Lisa have
I
been
guess
there
not.
if it was a red carpet event?
Definitely, without a doubt.
I see.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe if there's a red carpet premiere.
No,
of your TV
they don't
show.
have to come at all now. I don't.
You know,
care.
I got to say one thing. Ronnie's the only person around here bitching about not being covered by the
I
news
know.
department.
I love not being.
Well, no, she made
We
such
like it when they're short-staffed.
No, she made it such a big deal out of texting me in the afternoon about didn't they move it to 6 o'clock and all this nonsense, like it was bothering her because it was so late. It's like when
Right.
she went out with Wayne Siegel, she had to be home at 7
Well, I
o'clock.
guess she'd put in a full day and
she
felt...
She did a 6:15 date with Wayne Siegel, and by 7 o'clock she was home. I mean, what kind of date is that?
Well, maybe she had put in a long day and she was beat.
Everybody puts in long days every once in a while, don't they?
Yep.
Well, Ronnie, she talked to the news
That's
director.
okay. It's fine. It's fine.
And they made a decision.
That's not what she said to me.
Okay.
That's not what she said last night. She goes, I can't make it. Good luck. What kind of answer is that?
It's the right one.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe in your mind it is.
What else do you want me
Not
to
in my
say?
mind. Go on with your news. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
You know, Ronnie's great because he's his own source. He's calling you and telling you to cover some news about him.
This is where it's going to be.
He's
Tricky.
upset because he feels that I went all the way to the Hamptons to cover a party.
Right.
Where I was on vacation.
You were already there.
I was there on vacation. I
Right.
used my vacation time, and I covered your story. And I hear what he's saying. He's upset.
He's
that-
hurt.
Yeah.
He's hurt. He wants to be on the news.
Now I feel really bad.
I mean, quite frankly, you can skip any cover party I'm at and go cover Ronnie. I'm way more interested in that.
Ronnie, are you upset that,
No!
her opinion's that you lack
Here's the
prestige?
thing.
And that's
Don't
what
tell me you're fucking covering it, and then you call me in the, you call me in the afternoon, and you ask me, did they move it back? Right? Did they move the time back?
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, they didn't move the time back. It's still 8 o'clock, but we're still going to get there at 7. They might get us in earlier, okay? That's what I said to her. Then at 20 to 7, I get a text from her saying, not coming, can't make it, good luck. What kind of fucking shit is that? Then don't tell the people from Wheels that you're covering it. Don't tell anybody you're covering it. Don't come.
What I heard from you was that, read between the lines, you're a dedicated soldier in this army. She's not.
That's the way it's always been. It's always been like that.
There is no.
She picks and chooses what she feels like fucking doing. That's okay with me. Right. I don't give a shit.
With you, there is no time.
But don't tell me you're covering it. Right. Don't say you're coming.
Right.
And then at the last minute, back out.
What else, Lisa? Yes.
All right. Scott the engineer blasted by SiriusXM employees for taking too much credit surrounding Lady Gaga's amazing performance here on the show. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, Scott declared he'd split the credit for sound quality about 50-50 between himself and senior manager of broadcast operations, Chris Gibbons. Well, Chris suggests to Howard 100 News that it might be more like of a 90-10 split.
With Scott
Chris's
I can't take that much credit.
Chris doing the 90, huh?
Right.
Plus, Scott took credit on the wrap-up show for, quote, making sure the piano got in, a task which Tim Sabian's new assistant, Sarah, says she was responsible for. Sarah says, quote, it doesn't feel good. I worked really hard to get that piano in. Sarah had a deal.
Gary went to, this is the Lady Gaga thing. Gary went to Scott. You sent him a note and said, I want you to be responsible for the piano. And according to Gary, Scott then just sent him an email to Jared and said, be responsible for the piano.
Oh, that's how he took care of it.
Yeah, that's what
But then he's taking all the credit.
Then he took all the credit.
Wow.
Because he said on the wrap-up show when his back was against the wall that he was responsible for getting the piano in.
Well, Sarah said she had to deal with movers, the building, the piano company, the insurance company.
Scott, why are you taking credit for that? I'm kind of curious. I mean, this young girl was busy working her ass off on this, and now you're taking credit for it. Let's get to the bottom of this. Did Scott have anything to do with the piano getting in here? Scott, did you have anything to do with the piano getting in here? This all stemmed from the fact that I decided to congratulate Scott on a great job.
Yeah, because it sounded so
Obviously,
good.
I had nothing to do with anything, so I'll just,
you had
I'll just take credit for nothing.
Did you have anything?
I didn't do anything for anybody, okay?
Did you?
Take it,
well, that's an easy way out.
Well, of course it's an easy way out.
Did
just
you
bust
have,
my fucking balls, and that'll be the easy way out.
Did you have anything to do with the piano?
Nothing, obviously.
But you
of
took
course,
credit
I was
for
here
it.
the day. I wanted to make sure it got in here. It was set up properly. I was here with the movers when they brought it here. I wanted to make sure that
you were here.
I was here, yeah.
So then why is she saying she did all the work?
Listen, the first week of the 2-week vacation, I was off.
Right.
So I contacted Jared. I said, Jared, can you make sure that you handle it with the piano company, that we're all set for delivery?
Right.
Then when I came, I was here the second week, and
So, Lisa, he was here.
Sarah wrote me a note, and she had all the information, and she contacted all the people. I said, great. What time is it coming? I want to make sure it gets in here, it gets set up properly, and we're all set for Monday.
All right, so then you...
Tim is telling me right now, Sarah lined it up, booked it, made it happen.
I didn't say I booked it a minute. I was here to make sure that it got in the studio where it should be, set up properly, and all ready for...
So basically...
Shut up, Jason.
For a whole weekend?
Fucking Jason, come on, really? All right, I didn't do it. I mean, really?
Did you do anything
I'm
or
a
not?
sound engineer. I don't do the paperwork.
Right.
I make sure that the piano
So you
was
were
here.
here for the setup of the piano.
That's correct.
Right.
I made sure Chris...
Now, what did Chris do? Because he seems to be saying he
He's
did 90%.
now saying 90% of the work was done by him.
And the engineering department of Sirius. The piano got here. It was set up, 1 o'clock. So he put the mics in the piano and put the vocal.
So in other words, when I praised you, you deserved the praise.
Oh, of course, I was part of the process.
Right. Okay,
I
good.
wasn't
All right.
just, I didn't
A lot
just...
of people felt you were taking the
wait
praise.
Wait a minute, Howard.
Yeah.
I was part of the process, Robin.
I just want to ask a question of Howard.
Go ahead.
What needs to be done to make the Lady Gaga performance get on the air? The piano has to be mic'd.
Right.
She has to be mic'd.
Right. And
then
there
what
has to
else?
be a sound mix, which is most important.
Okay. And so who did that?
Well, I was complimenting Scott on it.
But who
Chris did that, but when...
Oh, Chris did that.
He set up... He mic'd the piano.
Yeah.
Chris wasn't here when her sound engineer came in, and he went in and checked everything, and I was at the board making changes to what he
so-
was telling me to do. So then when Chris got here, I came in
Who
here.
should I compliment on the
All of us. I mean, it was a team effort. This show is a team effort. And
so you were in on it?
Of course I was.
There you go.
I
There's your
didn't-
answer.
Okay. I mean, you said thank you the other day. I said thank you because I was part of the team effort.
Thank
But you didn't say. I
have in the
appreciate
past
that, but
said when Howard's
it was a
complimented
team
me.
effort.
When Howard's complimented me in the past, I've said, well, I've worked with Chris.
All right, my compliment then stands. Enough of this.
It's not like I didn't do
I'm
anything.
just checking into it. That's
I didn't
all.
do the whole thing. There are some things.
All right, thank you.
When other artists come in, I do the whole thing.
Robin, please.
Did you set up Lady Gaga's microphone?
Did I set it up? Not physically, no. I mean, this wasn't a very complicated.
Look, he didn't set up her microphone.
He didn't mic the piano.
He didn't mic the piano, and he didn't do the mix. But I do compliment you, and that's it. I stand by my compliment. Whatever you did, you didn't fuck it up.
I listened to make sure it sounded good.
You did. Good.
Howard, it's so funny. Tim's been pacing around my office.
Tell Tim to go back in his office.
He goes,
Really?
He goes, Scott's the guy.
I do nothing.
Asks if he can help you move, and then stands there and holds the door.
I mean, really.
All right, here we go. All right.
Go ahead, Tim.
Tim, you want to
Okay.
start with me?
No.
I mean, what's the fucking problem?
You handed it off to
I didn't
Jared.
hand anything off.
Lisa booked the whole thing, made everything happen. You're the kind of guy that says, "Hey, I'll help you move," and then come over to my house and hold the door.
Oh, please.
Yeah, but
Really?
Gary just used that line.
I mean,
Yep. Go grab the binder. Yeah. Right.
Top of the
But Scott supervised a lot of this.
Oh yeah.
Well, Scott
Tim, just
stood there when
really.
other people did things.
Tim.
Bullshit. That's what I got to say. Bullshit.
Tim.
her name's Sarah, by the way, not Lisa. I mean,
Did I say Lisa?
Tim doesn't believe that I do anything around here. So,
Tim.
I don't know what
You made the analogy that he's the type of guy who, you ask him to help you move and he just holds the door.
Right.
So he's a part of the process, as he put it, but not an integral part of the process.
Exactly. He's the doorstop.
Now, you're a guy who oversees and manages. Did Scott oversee and manage anything in this operation?
He handed it off. He didn't manage anything. Didn't take control of anything. He was a speed bump in the process.
I think your comments speak to the fact that there might be some issues with you and Scott.
No, not at all. Not at all. I love Scott, but on this particular issue, he's totally wrong. He didn't do anything. I can attest to that because I was in constant contact with, with Sarah and with my staff, and I know exactly what happened. So there's no way he had anything to do with it.
Do you think it?
If it was a team effort, he was on the bench.
Do you think the fact that Scott wasn't involved is the reason why it was such a successful
Exactly.
mix and segment?
Exactly. He has no idea about the insurance company, has no idea about the moving company, no idea about the building people that we have to deal with. He has no idea about the process in which we have to get it into the building and set up. He has no idea who the contact people were, who we had to contact. He just doesn't understand the process at all, or understood what went into getting that piano up into the studio and getting it set up. So.
And once the actual music started, he had very little to do with the mixing and the setup of the microphone.
Well, Gaga brought her own guy in, and who did the sound, and we have our guy Chris Gibbons, who did what he needed to do, and so it's all pretty much happened on its own.
I say you did a good job.
If you don't like the way I work, I mean,
I said I did.
Obviously, Tim doesn't believe that I do
that's
anything
Tim.
around here.
Well, that's Tim. I like it.
I don't know where he wants to start. I don't know where he wants to start with me. Really, I don't know
either.
I don't know what his problem is with me.
I am just saying the Lady Gaga stuff.
I had to make sure that everything was correct for Monday morning, and that's what I did. I followed up on everything. I made sure the piano was here. I made sure it sounded good, and that's my job.
Scott.
So I did my job as far as I'm concerned.
Scott,
Everything came off great,
Scott,
okay? So
Scott.
you all busting my balls.
Scott,
I get it. This is what we do around here.
I came by and gave you a sincere compliment.
I know you did.
It's still, if I compliment anyone around here, all hell breaks loose.
This all started because you complimented me.
I know.
Okay.
I'm never going to compliment you again.
No, because it's bad.
That's what makes it bad.
Let me just bitch and moan that nobody compliments me, and I don't be happy.
I'm going to say
Isn't
again.
it so much better?
Yes.
Scott, the sound for Lady Gaga.
It was great, and it was a team
Can
effort.
I finish?
Thank you.
The sound for Lady Gaga was terrific. Good job.
Thank you.
It was your best work ever. Here you go. I mean, all I know is when I compliment. See, normally I walk out of here, I don't say anything to anybody.
Right.
And then I get blamed because I don't acknowledge
You never
anyone.
acknowledge anyone.
So for once, I walked by, saw Scott. Hey, Scott, great job today. And that started a whole slew of problems.
Fuse got lit.
That was the worst thing you could have done.
It started problems with other people.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I just said, job well done.
Most people around here think I don't do anything.
Well, that's their perception.
So because it looks like I don't do anything, but
Well,
actually,
you know what it is? You're so cool, calm, and collected.
I'm multitasking. Nobody knows. I'm working my fantasy baseball, and at the same time, I'm engineering.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you for the compliment. Let me just explain. Certain jobs, certain
No, you
people,
did already. All right, we get it. You're winning. You're winning.
Sometimes I do all of it. Sometimes I do,
understood.
10% of it. Whatever.
Whatever you did,
We're a
you did
team.
well. Good. The team did well. To all the guys on the team, congratulations. Do me a favor. When you do something, write what you do on your head. That way I'll know how much the percentage of what you did. Make your credit. Like credits, like movie credits, but write them on your head.
Scott, you're being called out.
No, that was my audition for Ronnie's show.
Scott, did you really have very little to do with this segment, and you're taking 10%?
I had
10% of the.
I don't know the percentage.
100%
Whatever the
credit?
fucking thing is, the segment went off great, and everything. Everybody was happy. Okay, I work with other people around here, and we get the job done. That's it.
A lot of these other people don't seem to think you were the main ingredient.
I'm not a man. I obviously didn't do anything. Okay, I have to follow up. Gary wanted to make sure that the piano got in there and got set up properly, and I did. He passed it on to me, and I contacted people I had to get in touch with to make sure that it was done.
But when they broke down the process, it seemed like you had a very small part, yet you got all the credit from Howard.
I get the credit and I get the blame. So, sometimes you get blamed for something that doesn't go right, and I have the same responsibility. I mean, if it didn't go well, then I would have gotten all the blame. Right, Tim?
You're stirring the pot this morning with your news reports. Really ignited a couple of feuds. First off, with Ronnie, he really took offense to the fact that you were not willing to cover.
Well, a couple of things. We thought the audition was at 8. We're short-staffed. Everyone is working longer days, more stories, and we made a decision at 5:30 that we weren't going to cover it.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I told him that at 6:45 when he texted me.
No, she just didn't want to come there. It was too late for her.
Ronnie's obviously
Feels hurt. Feels hurt. He's not Howard.
Go there.
Sorry.
He also seems hurt though that he seems to think there's no punch in, punch out here. He didn't accept your short-staffed reasoning, and he thinks you should have been there.
See, he wants to get on camera.
Regardless.
Yes, you do. I see you hovering around like a bee.
I'm supposed to be here. It's my job. At least I'm here.
Right.
At least I do my job.
In retrospect, you wish you had
How
gone.
do you not laugh? That doesn't make you laugh.
I'm always laughing.
I'll do my Flavor Flav. What?
But he seems to think that no matter what, even if you were short-staffed, you should have gone the extra mile and been there. You claim that points to the fact that he just wants to be a celebrity around here. He wants to have the Howard type of.
I can see how his ego may be bruised that we weren't there to cover it. We'll cover everything else. Believe me, we're just going through a little transition now, and we'll be there for him. Absolutely. When he wins an Emmy, we'll be there. Yay!
Now with Scott, the engineer,
yes,
you stirred the pot once again. I mean, this is turned into a major war, and right now there could be sort of controversy between him and Tim Sabian starting to brew.
Yeah, well, with this story, I was just reporting the news. Scott left out an important phrase. When Howard said thank you to Scott, he could have said, it wasn't just me, it was Chris and Sarah, and just go down the list. I know I've done that in the past when someone has thanked me. Just recently, Shuli helped me with something, and when Brad, my news director, came in to thank me, I said, well, Shuli also helped me with this as well. So, things happen. Sometimes you forget. So, but it definitely...
Throw me under the bus.
I'm not.
Lisa, it's a team effort around
right,
here.
But you...
I didn't take all the credit.
You neglected to say...
He walked by the office. I said, thank you. I'm not going to start with him, this one did that. I don't know who did what. I know that we got the job done. I'm not going to start listing a bunch of people. He knows who works around here. And it's a ridiculous situation. We made sure that segment with Lady Gaga went off perfectly. And that's the most important thing.
I do have to say, I saw Scott in the studio working with Horace, her engineer, and I saw Scott working with Horace at the mixing board.
Yeah, well, thank you. So, obviously, I did do something. I didn't do it all. And I tried to explain. Sometimes I do it all. Sometimes I do some of it. Sometimes I do little. Every situation is different.
Are you going to say something to Sarah today?
No. I said what I had to say on camera. Sarah should stay out of it. It had nothing to do with her. It had to do with how it sounded in the studio. Whether the piano guy, that's ridiculous. She shouldn't even say a word about anything. That's her job. Okay? So I don't know what the big deal was. The credit was that Howard was happy the way it sounded. Okay? I'm not a secretary. I'm not responsible for getting pieces and parts delivered. Okay? That's somebody else. I'm responsible for making sure that segment sounded good. And that's what it did. It sounded good. I don't operate on I'm not a moving guy.
I just reported what she said on our news report.
Well, she's wrong. She should just stay out of it.
Well, you need to tell her that. I can't tell her that.
This has to do with the way it sounded, not the way the guys moved the piano in. Okay? Gary wanted me to make sure that everything went all right before he went on vacation. And he put me in charge of that. And I did. I made sure that everything went all right. Okay? They had all the information I wrote Jared an email. I said, do you have all the information? Because Gary didn't give me the information for the Steinway people. He just said, make sure the piano gets here. I said, okay. So I contacted Jared. I said, do you have all the information? Because I was going on vacation. And he said, yes, I'll take care of it. So he passed it on to Sarah. He didn't even take it.
Let me look at Paul McCartney.
There he is.
Look at you.
Hello.
You got a guitar.
A very merry on birthday to you, a very merry on birthday to Howard. That's for you, man. That's a gift.
Oh,
it's a birthday gift. Where am I going?
Get the hell out!
Where am I going to sit?
To the couch.
On the couch?
To Howard, happy birthday, Paul McCartney. Is this one of your basses?
No.
Oh. What is
it's yours?
No, really. Where'd you get this bass?
It's me and the crew here. Concocted. It's for your fourth column.
But what is this bass? Tell me so I understand what I have here in my hands.
It is a Hofner bass, similar to the one that I play.
Right. And I am going to cherish that.
I hope so.
I recognize it.
I really have this unbelievable feeling about you, and I'm honored you would be here today.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy you're here. I even went home last night, listened to your new record.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I was playing some tracks from it this morning. I think you had a home run with this.
You're onto something with this music. You should keep with it.
You think so?
Stick with it. The guy Youth, right? That's the guy you work with.
Yeah.
And the project is called what? Fire?
Yeah, what we do, it started a long time ago, and we decided to kind of go under a pseudonym, me and him. He's a DJ kind of clubby kind of guy.
Right.
Who wants to do a mix for me. So we decided we'd go in the studio and just have fun.
Right.
And not work.
Right.
So we concocted this idea of the fireman. So we went in and we kind of made sort of like clubby ding-a-dong-a-ding-a-dong-a-ding-a-dong music.
Right.
We just made a couple of albums like that.
No vocal tracks.
No vocal tracks.
Right.
But so this time we went in, we said, let's do it again. This time we went in, he started saying to me, well, what about vocal, man?
Right.
I said, I haven't got a song. He says, yeah, well...
But do you sit there and write a lyric?
No, so I just stood up at the mic, and we had the track going, kind of, we got a groove going. And I just stood up at the mic and went, well, yeah, okay, now, ballet, and just started throwing things at it, And then I'd hear a bit of a lyric, or we'd look in a poetry book or something, and we'd see silent lovers, oh yeah, angels smiling. So we just started to concoct it and put it together and paste it.
That's how you do it? You don't sit down and write something down in a book?
No, so that's the fireman. That's the whole thing about the fireman. He can do anything.
I think it's real good stuff.
Thank you.
I like it a lot. I played a couple of tracks this morning for everyone, and I'll play some more. But it's exciting for me to see you making new music and to put your voice down on there. It's good. You're doing a good thing.
Have you ever gotten into a slump with music? Have you ever said, I need to be away from it for a while, or has it always been there for you?
I'm very lucky. That doesn't really happen. You kind of think it will.
Mm-hmm.
Why are so many of the songs deal with the light? In other words, I see references to light shining through, and my theory was, I was being a psychologist, you went through a dark period, shitty marriage, which, by the way, who told you to get the prenup? Do you remember?
Stop it, Howard.
When you were on my show.
Let's not say I told you so.
I'm gonna do a little I told you so. You said to me, I know I'm in love. And you told me a whole story how an owl told you yes, and this is the right move. Do you remember the owl story?
No.
You forgot everything.
I deny everything.
And I said to you, never mind an owl. I want you to get a prenup. And you said, some people believe in love and some people believe in romance. Oh, you don't care about that. No prenup.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, of course you got to do one. Come on.
No, man. Didn't Michael Douglas do one and then he's kind of cancelled it?
He ripped it up.
But they said that doesn't count.
He's insane.
Yeah, but he's a moron. He's not a Beatle. You know what? He might just be in love.
Yeah. If I was you, I'd find that owl, and I know you're a vegan, but I'd eat that owl. For once, you make an exception and eat the bird.
Oh, man.
But I was worried, because I said all these references to light.
Yeah.
It says almost you're saying now there's a light shining on me. I'm free.
Yeah.
I feel better.
Well, the thing is, when you do a project like The Fireman, because you're not actually sitting down and crafting the song, I think what happens is, psychologically, I think stuff that's just in you comes out, because that's all you've got to pull on. So
yes.
I think love and light and,
And it's a darker, edgier album than I think you've ever put out. And I think it's because you went through a dark place. And sometimes creatively, that's maybe what you need.
That could be true.
Maybe
I don't know. I'm not a psychologist.
The eventual birth of something good.
Hey, by the way, I feel now that there is almost like a TV show going on in front of our eyes, The Bachelor, starring Paul McCartney. Everyone's trying to date you now.
No, I don't know about that.
Well, hold it a second.
Are you?
Well, Robin is, and I'll get to that in a minute.
He's after me.
There's a couple of girls here that actually want to throw themselves at you. But here's the thing. There was a period of time after the divorce, I saw you dating Renee Zellweger, a couple of dates with her, who I think is attractive. I like her. Maybe
Sweet girl.
she's good to me. Mrs. Paul McCartney, Mrs. Renee Zellweger, I like that.
Zellweger McCartney?
I thought Zellweger McCartney might work out. I saw Christy Brinkley when I saw you over the summer.
Yeah.
She was throwing herself at you.
Howard,
Paul,
you know what, Howard? You read too many newspapers. This is it. See, I'll tell you, want to know the truth about that?
Yeah.
I was at, they had a series of concerts out in East Hampton.
I was there.
You were there.
I saw you.
And at one of these, my nephew, who I went with, Lee, he just sort of said, "Oh, Chrissy's over there. Do you want to say hi?"
Yes.
So I go, "Yeah, sure." So I've known her over the years, sure. Billy's wife, when she was Billy's wife. So I just went over and said, "Hey, how are you doing, Chrissy?" And I did the mwah, mwah.
And they photographed.
And they photographed it. So then the next thing, Paul makes up to Chrissy. Wow, it's the big new thing. It was all over the English newspapers. And then same thing happened with Renee, really. She was a friend of a friend, and I went to a lunch where she was. And so then,
But hold it. The
but
thing
aren't
with
you
Renee,
trying to meet these people? You go to a lunch with her?
You're more social than you've ever been now.
I'm a
You're out there.
I'm a social person, Howard.
No, you have to put yourself out there because you're dating. And you are a man who needs love. This is why I feel very connected to you.
You don't like to be alone.
I feel you're very evolved this way.
Does anyone like to be alone?
no.
I think, guys like romance.
You never made
I do, anyway.
You never made out with Renee Zellweger?
I did not. And now, Howard, you're going there again. I remember last time I came on the show.
She's fine.
She's a very nice person.
But not your type.
No, I mean, the
date didn't work out.
It wasn't like that.
But it is like that.
No, it isn't.
If
Romance.
you didn't
Howard,
like her, you would have gone out with her again.
I was there. I was the guy.
To her? Are you attracted to her?
I think she's a very nice person.
But you would not go out with her?
I think you're a very nice person.
Would you go out with me?
No.
I would.
Was there a thing with Rosanna Arquette?
Yeah, now, Rosanna Arquette, that was the other one.
There were some ladies during that summer that I did date, and
I would love to have sex with her. Rosanna Arquette.
But Howard, I think you would love to have sex with anyone. I mean, or am I wrong?
You are right.
I thought so.
So you were into this whole dating scenario that I was following because I'm worried about you. I am. I want you to find love. I want you to be connected to somebody good. I was horribly affected by your divorce. I didn't like what was going on one bit. And I
don't know if you heard us during that time, but...
No, I didn't. I was in England. Probably a good thing, was it?
You know what I respect about you? You took the high road.
You know what, man? I mean, things don't always work out. And, you know that.
Right.
And I like the idea of trying to be kind of reasonably dignified. I don't think it helps to really go mouthing off all the time. And the other thing you got to remember, I got kids,
And you got a daughter with
I got a little baby, yeah. And so that's very much part of the equation. So in truth, what I'm trying to say to you now is I don't really talk about that.
Good for you.
So should we talk about the fireman?
Are you happy? Yes, I'm going to talk about the fireman. Are you happy with this new broad you're with?
No.
Who's that?
The new woman. The rich one. I like her for you. I'll tell you why.
The New Yorker.
The New Yorker. I'll tell you why I like her for you. And I'll get off it. But let me tell you why I like this broad. I don't know her name. Nancy. I like her.
You do know her name.
I had to think about it.
Why do you like her for him?
Because Nancy Chevelle, she got her own
You
money.
don't know her name?
And that's a good thing. Sir Paul's got to be very, very nervous about that.
Everyone knew her
You're
as
a very
Nancy?
wealthy man. Everyone knew her as Nancy.
Yeah,
you know that.
I know.
Right.
It's all coming
They
true.
said her name was Miguel, but she called herself Lily. You understand what I'm saying? So my point is, this one, I don't know her from a hole in the wall. What do I know about you and your dating and whether she satisfies you sexually? I don't know. What I can only guess.
Yeah.
I mean, who could satisfy you sexually? You're Paul McCartney.
You
think I could?
I've got a feeling, Howard, and that's really why I came on this show.
You never made love to a man.
No, I haven't actually, no.
There's a new book out about John that claims
Have you read that book?
Have you read that?
You know, that rumor came out a long time ago, and the thing was, the person that started the rumor, the book that it was in, he didn't know John.
Right.
And whereas I did. So I said to people, around about that time, I said, look, I was on tour with John. I grew up with John. We slept in the same bed in hotel rooms. We topped and tailed it like kids do, and you're growing up. And I said, and never once did I see any hint of that. Now, we spent drunken nights together.
Right.
I think there would have been a hint. Don't you?
When he was out of
somewhere. If he was gay, I think there would have just been a hint somewhere. But it was a rumor started years ago that I think it's a nice story if you can make it stick. But I don't think it's true.
Here's what the book claimed. Your sexuality was so powerful over him. He was so enamored of you, so attracted to you almost, that you could have your way with him, not sexually.
Did you feel a power
but in business,
over him?
that you had that he was sort of at your mercy because he was so in love with you. That was the theory in the book.
Well, I like that theory.
Yeah, you wish that could have been true.
No, man.
No, not to have sex, but to be able to control him more because it would have been a little bit easier business-wise.
But Howard, listen, man.
Yeah.
You can make up theories about anything.
Do you imagine if you were gone and he was here, they'd be saying he had the power over you?
I think that might be very true. I mean, we can make up anything. And that is really, particularly with the Beatles, that's what happens. They just take one tiny fragment of evidence and they blow it up into a book. even, you know?
Yes.
Now, the thing is, I mean, let's start right here now. Why is she behind that glass? Because she
gotta
is
keep her away from you.
Robin
That's
is
right,
so
you'd be in
powerfully attracted to you
No.
and the power you have over
Well,
her.
that's true.
You know what I mean? We
She
can
is
make
in
that
love with
stick.
me. Make it
couldn't we?
stick. She's in love with me. Trust me.
You wish.
Come on.
He's
You
already
wish.
started that rumor.
Do you want 30? While we're talking about love for a second, and
Yes.
before because I want to play some tracks from the record, and I'm gonna be very complimentary because you did a good job here. And when you do a good job, I'll let you know it.
Thank you, Howard.
All right. Now, Robin, do you want to say something to Paul about how you feel about him?
Well,
and
I just
you
wanted
said
to
this morning
simply
you would
say,
like. Go ahead.
I'm throwing my hat into the ring. you need someone to be with, and I'm here for you. And I'm a vegan, so we don't have that issue.
Robin, what is going on? I mean, I'm thinking I'm just coming on a radio show, and this
we
is
could be very happy
it's the
together.
dating game.
I was
I
shocked.
think
She
we could
said
be
she
very
wants
happy
you.
together.
Well, I'm very
low
flattered.
maintenance.
Isn't she a
Low maintenance.
perfect date for the inauguration?
She's
Take me to the inauguration, Paul, please.
Now Artie wants you too, but I'll let him tell us about that.
He can have his turn later.
In all seriousness, there does seem like there's a sweepstakes out there for you. It's a dating sweepstakes. And listen, and you know what I'm going to tell you? Enjoy yourself a little
Just
bit.
imagine being an eligible bachelor.
Yeah.
It's like
At this time.
That'd be good.
It's like your daughter Stella said. Dad, be a little more selective.
The kids would
Did she
like
say
me,
that?
Paul.
Yes.
The kids
Did
would
she?
like me. Kids like me.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yes.
Well, okay then. It's inauguration all the way. Now, you listen, Howard. You are bad. You know, you come on this show. You just make all this up. I love you.
What have
but
I made
you're
up?
bad.
What have I made up? You were dating this girl,
No,
Nancy.
you made that up. Yeah, but I mean, you know, you're
But
throwing Robin
no.
at me.
She
I'm
loves
throwing me at you.
Show Paul your breasts.
Oh, stop it. I don't think he would like that.
You ever dated a black woman? Ever gone interracial?
Sure he have.
Oh, what do you mean? How do you know?
I
that?
know all about it.
Have you dated black women?
Yes, I have.
You have. When was that period of time?
Back in the day.
Before
It
Linda?
was in the day. It was
Really?
before John fell in love with me. Stop it.
Too much.
Yeah.
All right, listen. We have to get to a lot of stuff. When you come in here,
I
it's
guess
not
I'm
often I
being
get a hold of you.
rejected. Oh.
I think you were just rejected.
I'll live, I suppose.
Robin owns 2 homes, by the way, just so you know. What do you think of that?
Honestly.
Right. So
I
now,
made, like I was thinking of making my pitch all this time.
you got to answer some Beatle type questions before we get to
That's
that.
okay. I like the
All right,
Beatles.
all right,
Very
all right.
good band.
Just tell me something about Abbey Road for 1 second. Because
Yeah.
we were having a discussion before you came in and everyone was throwing out questions. I had heard that Abbey Road was not supposed to be called Abbey Road. You were going to call it something like Mount Everest or something.
Yeah.
This is true?
That is true, yeah.
What is the story there?
Well, you're making an album, and towards the end of the album, you start thinking, well, we need a title for this. So you're looking around, you're fishing around. And the engineer, Jeff Emmerich, who is our Beatle engineer who did all the great sounds for us, was smoking cigarettes called Everest. They're like a kind of menthol cigarette at the time. And we kind of looked at that and said, Everest. It's kind of, it's big, it's heroic. That could be good for the album. So that was the working title. But the more we thought of it, we went, no, this is not great. And just one day we were in Abbey Road working, and I just sort of said, well, look, why not Abbey Road? Because if we did that, we could just run outside.
Right.
There's a level crossing, as we call it out there, zebra crossing. And we could just stand there, we could get photographed, come back to work. It'd take 2 seconds.
Right.
I said, and it's not a bad title, Abbey Road. To us, it was kind of just the name of a studio. But I thought if you take it out of context, it kind of sounds like Monastery Lane. Abbey Road.
Isn't it weird how just a simple thought like that becomes a legend? I mean, that's like iconic now, Abbey Road.
Yeah.
And yet it could have been called Everest. And that would have required the Beatles to fly to Mount Everest and
For
do a
the
whole
cover
photo
shot.
shoot. So in a way, it was sort of a lazy approach.
It was a cheap approach.
What do you think of Ringo now coming out with this statement? He will not sign anything. Did you see peace and love, peace and love?
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
I love him.
It's the great.
I think he's cool, man. I mean, you got to love Ringo.
Yeah.
The thing is, so the truth is, Ringo was always like that.
Right.
Really?
He was the one, if fans came to his door, he'd just say, piss off.
Right.
And he would not have anything. He'd say, this is my private life. Out there, I'm a Beatle, that's fine, and I'll do things, when we go to shows, but I'm at home with babies and a wife. I don't want that.
But it's a big statement to come out with.
Yeah, I know it is.
All of a sudden, I will not sign anything. I said on the air, I said, listen, Ringo's not that busy. I mean, Paul McCartney.
He was too busy. He said he was too busy.
I mean, no, but listen, busy. What is he busy with? That he's so busy.
Now he's signing mine now.
Right. I mean, you
sent him mine.
Things. You sign things from time to time.
I just signed outside the studio here.
Absolutely. It's not a big deal.
No, but the thing is, listen, he has the right to do whatever he wants to do in life.
You know who?
And he doesn't want to do that. And I think it's very brave of Ringo. I like that about Ringo. He'd just go, peace and love, I'm not going to sign. And everyone go, what? I mean, you know what happened to him? He went up to Liverpool. Liverpool was just declared the capital of culture in Europe.
Right.
And so it was a big year for our hometown, Liverpool. So Ringo goes up there and he opens the ceremony, he plays. The whole city loves him. He's the favorite son. And he comes back down to London. He goes on a talk show. And the guy sort of says, well, you must love Liverpool and miss it. He goes, no, really. And so all the people in Liverpool going, ooh. And there was some, the topiary stuff where they make statues out of hedges.
Yes.
Well, there was one with the Beatles, up in Liverpool, and his head got cut off shortly after.
They were mad at him.
They were mad at him.
So you've got to
love him. I love him.
I play that statement almost every day on the air. But you know how you get him in
Well, they're
line?
now saying that he's refraining from making any new messages because he got so much flack from them.
You know who's sitting and waiting to sign things? Pete Best. He'll sign anything.
We've had him on here,
When you release these early Beatles anthology things, like Yoko gives you permission whenever you have to go through all that mess.
How you two doing?
Yeah, how you and Yoko?
Fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a 13-minute track you wanted to release that the Beatles had done, and then Yoko said no?
It wasn't Yoko, actually. No, I think George didn't like it at the time.
Right.
The thing is, I was asked to do something in the 60s, and I was kind of grooving around London, and the other guys were kind of living out a little bit in the suburbs.
Right.
They'd all got married, so I was just kind of grooving around, and I got asked to do a piece of music for a thing called the Carnival of Light, which is a real sort of hippie thing, man.
Right.
And it was great, and the guy said, you can do anything. So I just went into the studio before a Beatles session, and when the guys came in, I said, look, can we just have 15 minutes where I'll just organize a little bit of craziness? Is everyone up for it? The guy said, yeah, sure, So I said, okay, well, just wander around and just hit anything you want, just say anything you want, just play a bit ding on the piano, or go on the drums. And say,
avant-garde music. Yes.
Avant-garde.
Yes.
As George used to call it, avant-garde a clue.
Yeah.
So I said, well, we'll just do this for 15 minutes, and then that's me covered. I'll give it to the guy. We'll put a lot of echo on it.
Right.
So we did that, and it is 15 minutes of avant-garde Beatle music. Now, because the Beatles was such a big thing, it now is of interest.
Right.
But, I meet people at like my kid's school. There's like a nice dinner lady there who I chat to. She said, ooh, new Beatles music, 15 minutes. Ooh, I said, I don't think you'd like it.
Right. Nobody might.
It's not what you're thinking it is.
Right.
It's kind of, hey, about you. Whoop, 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 whoop.
But you were willing to let it out there, but
cool.
George was against it.
And I thought it might be good on the anthology.
Right.
Where we were putting everything out. It was like every old bootleg we'd ever done. And I thought that might be an interesting part of the kind of 60s story. I thought that was the perfect place
Is that good for Pete Best financially? Because some of that stuff did include him. Does he get a cut of some of the dough? So that's nice. Do you ever write him a check? Do you ever say, I feel so bad for this son of a bitch when we threw him out of the band?
No,
Don't feel anything.
No. I feel it. I know his
pain.
I know his brother. I know the family and stuff, and we chat and stuff.
He hasn't written you letters from time to time, said, listen, come on, help me out. It's killing me. You
How
guys,
about a reunion?
He's got his pride, Howard.
He does. Was he thrown out of the band because he was so good looking?
No.
It was his drumming.
You know what? The truth was, we just kind of fell in love with Ringo's drumming.
Right.
Ringo was in another band, and we had Pete, and we were working, and we used to go see this other band. We said, God, that drummer's good.
Right.
And one night, Pete couldn't do it, and Ringo sat in for him, and we all just went, It was like, oh my God, what is
What do we do
happening?
now?
There was something funny going on.
Yeah.
Behind us was this powerhouse. on this person who was like taking care of the job, and we went, oh dear.
Is the lesson learned from that never miss work? Just show up and don't give anyone that opportunity. That's probably
even if you're very ill,
right?
Show up.
Now,
don't let Ringo sit in for you.
I haven't spoken to you since George Harrison died. I mean, how you doing with that? That's got to be major.
Well, how are you doing with everyone dying? Like your mum and dad. I mean, I've lost both my parents. I lost John, lost George, lost Linda. It's very tough. You want them back.
Right.
You want them back all the time, But I think in the end, you do what I do. I think most people do, which is just remember the great stuff.
Right.
You can't get them back.
Are you sad? Every day? Do you wake up feeling like there's an empty hole in your heart? Especially with Linda gone.
Not every day, but, through my life now, if there's ever a reference or if ever I think of a story, including George,
right.
Obviously there's a sadness to it now that wasn't there before.
Is his son in touch with you at all? His son looks eerily like him. I mean,
yeah,
it's just like
he's great. Danny's a lovely boy, yeah.
What is he? He's a musician?
He's a musician, yeah.
He's trying.
He is, yeah. He's really good.
Big mistake, though, for any kid of a Beatle to go into music, right?
Well, but again, what are you going to do? It's like children of famous actors, children of famous anything. They're born with the gene.
Yeah.
So you either just go, no, well, I can't top that, or you move into another field, or you just have to go with it, And so you've had Julian.
Right.
You've got John's genes, you've got Sean.
Right.
And Danny. My son James is a great musician. He plays, doing an album with him. And Ringo's kids, are all great drummers.
What's your philosophy with kids? Does James have to go out and make a living, or do you say to him, look, I'm a wealthy man. I'm going to set you up. I'm going to give you a couple $1 million. You got a trust fund. Go ahead, live your life. Go be a musician. And if you never get a job,
I think what you end up doing is kind of something in the middle, because I want anyone these days, particularly my kids, obviously, or the other kids we're talking about, to have a hunger that we had.
How do they have that?
And how do you get it? Well, that's what I mean. So I think you can't get it is the answer. So you have to come in somewhere in the middle.
So if your son says to you, I want to be a musician, you support that.
Yeah.
And you don't say to him, hey, go get a regular job at a florist and, make a job.
Or if he wanted studio to get, studio time and that kind of thing.
If he wanted to go and, be a florist, he would have done that. Right. But it's in his genes. Since he's 9, he's been playing guitar.
Are you depressed by the world situation right now?
Yeah, I'm not exactly happy about it, but I'm an optimist. I think we've been around. Yeah, I think we've been around a little while. You've seen stuff. You've seen Vietnam. You've seen Nixon. You've seen 9/11. You've seen all this stuff, and so. I mean, we're at a not very good place at the moment, especially with the economy.
Right.
But I am an optimist. I sort of think it comes around.
You excited about the new president?
I sure am.
Where are you?
Really am. I'm reading his book.
Where are you living right now? Like, are you
England?
England.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah. Oh, well, totally.
You don't go out to the Hamptons anymore.
I do. In the summer, I go out there to be photographed by the paparazzi.
Right.
And to have my privacy intruded on.
Absolutely. We'd love to see you date. It's fun. I like it. I heard Christy Brinkley, by the way, just to finish that story.
Yeah.
Was very into you and was really on the hunt for you that night. That's what I heard from my friend.
Well, look,
yes, and she even got dialed up and was looking for him in a lot of different places. That's what I heard.
She was stalking?
Yeah,
Paul?
not stalking, but very interested.
Well, who can blame her?
You should do it. Give it to her one time.
Howard, you are just so bad.
Honestly. And how do you like being a father now with a young kid?
I love it.
You love it?
I really love it.
Are you hands-on?
Yeah, man.
What do you mean?
I mean, okay, here you go. Let's see, a typical morning, which will be Monday morning, this Monday.
Go ahead.
I get up at 6:30. I make breakfast. I get her up. I get her dressed, and we watch a TV.
There's no nanny?
No nanny.
What?
I take her. I drive her. We go to school. I talk to the moms, talk to the teacher, drop her off at school, pick her up after school. I love it.
You're not too exhausted?
No.
At this point in your life, you've done it all.
No, I know what you mean. You certainly getting up at 6:30, you go, what am I on? But I love it. I do. I love her.
But you have to share custody. Isn't it hard to let go of her and send her off with her mom?
No, you know what, Howard? In truth, I don't really want to talk about that because that's very private.
Very private. But you should talk about it with me. Go ahead.
I can tell you because there's nobody listening.
No one is today.
But to all the people who might be listening in their cars, I want to send big kisses and hugs. Okay?
That's right.
But we're just saying, you hate to, miss the days with her when she's not with you.
You know, she's, like I say, let's assume like I'm trying not to talk about her.
Go ahead.
But she is edible.
Right.
She's 5 years old and she's a beautiful, beautiful girl. So I want her to have her privacy. Right. But in answer to your question, yeah, I'm very hands-on and I really love it. It's a thrill. There's such an education.
Do you think you're a different dad?
Yeah, I'm different now, yeah.
You're better.
Well,
the other kids are jealous or resentful of your young child?
No, they've got all their own kids to deal with.
They've come to peace with it. They don't feel like this kid's going to get more of the loot, the McCartney fortune?
No.
They're not worried about that.
What is it, Gary? How dare you interrupt my interview?
Mr. McCartney has to go very soon. Sooner than we thought, so we're going to talk about the new record.
Now, I took the album home last night.
Yeah.
And I listened to this because I said, is this going to be good? And it is good. And I'll tell you my two favorite tracks.
Okay.
Because I played them already, but I'll play them again. Now, I don't know if do you put out a single with a record like this?
You kind of put out like a radio play single kind of thing. Yeah, but it's not like...
What's the
single? Sing the Changes.
That's number 3, I think.
Yeah.
Let me play a little of this. But I feel the tracks that you should go with are singles. And what do I know?
You might know something.
As you know, my favorite McCartney song is Blackbird of all time. You understand that?
Oh, thank you.
Well, of course. Everybody should have that as their favorite song.
No, they shouldn't. They should have Maybe I'm Amazed.
That is from Wings.
On the cusp.
On the cusp of the
Wings.
All
right. I like the two tracks,
Hey
Highway
Jude.
and
Hey Jude,
Light from Your Lighthouse. I feel you really hit the nail on the head with these tracks.
Oh,
well,
cool.
let me hear.
Let's play them.
What's the single?
All right. Here's the single first because I didn't play this morning. Not saying this is a bad track. I like it.
Yeah. I'm into it already. Listen to that guitar. I love this. Now, how could they just make this up in a day?
Now, by the way, that's pretty impressive.
Made up in a day.
You're saying there's 13 tracks on the record, and you did each one in a day.
Yeah, and I want to hear one of them now.
Oh, okay. Voice sounds good. Good cue. You're excited about a new record.
Why not?
Look at you.
You want to go out and perform
It's like you're
this?
20 years old. Why don't you go out and perform some of these
you want to go out and perform this? You want to be back on stage?
I am performing it now on your show. Go.
I didn't know you danced. You sound good.
It's to heaven. Oh, yeah.
You're saying you made up the words as you went along.
Yeah. Yeah, it was...
doesn't that lead to regrets, though? I mean, don't you go, maybe I should have put more thought
You know what it's like? Improvisational theatre, improv, that I've heard about for years. You hear actors talking about it, and I always thought, I wonder what that'd be like, just making it up as you go along. And this is that.
You don't want to tinker with it at all while you're listening.
Well, no, because once you do it, I mean, that's it. The whole idea is that you're kind of dredging up something from your subconscious. And so then you're just going, okay, now what is this? And actually, a journalist the other day from Rolling Stone was, he read me back the lyrics to this one.
Yeah.
And it sounded like a poem. I'm going, wow, because I've never heard them. I just made it up. We cut it and pasted it. The producer did, and I just go, yeah, that sounds nice. It's a good record. But the lyrics are actually not bad.
Here to me is your best track on here. I mean, it was based on one album. Listen, this is good. Very good riff here. I like this. And I like your voice on this.
Highway.
Yes.
All right.
Very good.
Wreck. Got too many highlights and a bite on the neck. Looking for something. Come around. What's that sound?
She had sex with Renee Zellweger to this song.
Looks like he was doing it here.
Give it to her hard, right there. Wow.
That's good.
Howard, honestly.
Let me that's good. And the other one I really like is, and I'll play these all the way through later, but because I got limited time with you. Here's this is another one.
By the way, if my children are listening to this, don't listen to Howard.
Ever?
He can sometimes be a little vulgar. Don't grow up like this, children.
Oh, come on.
He's nice. He's lovable. But
you love him.
I do love him.
Let me ask you a question.
But not in that way.
Did you have to go to your daughter Stella? She was very vocal against you getting married to your previous wife. Did you have to go to her and say, honey, you were right?
No, we don't talk about stuff like that.
You don't with the kids?
You just get on with it. It's okay.
You got a better attitude than I do. Do you play Guitar Hero? Do you play any of these video games?
No.
You've seen any of these new movies?
I've seen them. Yeah, they're doing a Beatles one.
They are.
Yeah.
You're okay with that?
Can be quite cool. Yeah.
Yoko said okay. We'll do one. Yeah. I would love to
we
be
all said okay. Yeah. No, it's going to be pretty cool actually. I might learn to be a Beatle.
In the office, we were talking about how can you believe that they're still playing Beatles songs and young people are turned on to Beatles music?
Oh, my kids love it.
Did you ever dream in your
No, we didn't think we'd go beyond a couple of years. That was the truth, because nobody did in those days. So we just suddenly, after a couple of years, we were like, oh, we're just starting.
How about my daughter just finished, she just graduated college. She just finished a college class in the Beatles.
Yeah.
And loved it, like her favorite thing.
Wow.
Like a college class.
I know. It's amazing. Isn't it? Yeah. It
Paul,
really
you
is.
should let your kids grow up listening to Howard. I grew up listening to him, and look what happens.
Yeah, well, see? Children, take a look at this guy.
Paul, let me ask you
He's
something.
lovable.
Artie, this is Artie, Paul. Artie's struggling with drugs. You struggled with cocaine for a good year, right? True? When you were with the Beatles.
I didn't struggle.
I never heard that.
Yes,
never heard drugs
yes.
with him.
Paul
struggled.
Never heard drugs with him. He got arrested.
I was a young man, and that was part of the picture at that time. But I would advocate young people not to do it.
I know
it's
that.
no good, man.
Yeah, but how did you get off cocaine? You were addicted.
Were you?
I was not addicted. No,
you were addicted. You were on it for a year.
Honestly.
Everyone knows you were addicted. Why are you lying?
You didn't know you were addicted, but
you know what? I was actually very lucky because all this stuff is, as you know, and everyone knows in the world, the kids know particularly, it's a peer group thing.
Yes.
Suddenly it appears and somebody's doing it, and then you go, oh, and you don't have the wisdom to sort of say, no, I can stand back from this.
But you tried heroin too.
No, not really.
Yes.
No,
What do you mean, not really?
No, I didn't. Well, what happened was the same person I knew who had introduced me to coke. He did heroin, and he once sort of said to me, "Do you want to try it?"
Right.
And I just the fear. I just said no.
Like snorting it, right? Or not?
Yeah,
no needles.
But John and Yoko got into it. Were you?
I understand they did, but that was not when I was with them, so I don't want to kind of say anything.
Thing.
That's I don't know.
Right.
No, but the good thing was that I kind of got really fed up of it. Because you can get easily fed up of it.
Yes.
Because it's a kind of.
Oh, really? Because I wasn't making a joke. I had read that for a year you did cocaine and you felt that you were addicted to it.
No, I wasn't addicted to it. No, I sort of did it because it was like the thing everyone did, at that time. But I was very lucky because it was actually just before it broke mainstream. So for that year, I just sort of did it and then went, you know what, this is a mugs game. And I stopped it. And then just about everyone I knew in the world, including lawyers, bankers, businessmen, everybody, the straight people, suddenly started being really heavy into it. So I was very lucky. I actually got out.
Good.
Right there and then. And I said to kids, because a lot of people knowing, the good thing about this is you can advise kids. What I used to say to kids, I say, look, I know it's a peer pressure thing. So what I would advise you to do is you can't kind of say, oh, no, I've never tried it. Because then, you've never tried it, sucker. So I said to them, no, what you do is you say, oh, no, I've been through that. I gave it up. And they go, wow, cool.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Just bullshit them.
But do you still smoke pot? Do you still smoke pot?
No.
You don't smoke weed?
I don't do
You're still
nothing
vegan?
like
You're
that.
still veganing up?
I'm vegetarian, not vegan.
Oh, why?
Why?
Yeah, why not vegan? You'll eat eggs?
He likes
I like
cheese and
cheese
eggs.
and eggs. My thing about it all is kind of cruelty to animals. That was the original thing.
Right.
So you don't have to kill a chicken to have an egg.
Why did you?
In fact, if you leave a chicken's egg, if the cockerel hasn't got there, she will leave it too. So that's kind of doesn't hurt anyone.
A chicken really is an egg is a chicken abortion in a sense. True?
Not really.
It's not how we like to think of scrambled eggs. But anyway, Howard, listen, I'm really glad you like the record Fireman.
Let me ask you a question about Fireman.
I'm pulling it back to the
Why
original.
didn't you call the record McCartney record? Why Fireman?
Because I felt like I kind of would have betrayed this whole idea of the Fireman.
Right.
If you think about it, when we made Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band,
right,
that's the Beatles hiding behind that. That was the original idea.
Right.
Was that we had a song, we said, let's pretend we're not the Beatles. Because we were getting a bit fed up of walking up to a mic, oh, this is a John Lennon vocal. I've got to sound like him. I've got to be like... I said, well, look, let's not do that. Let's just pretend we're in another band. You are Dirk. You are Barry. You can go up to the mic and free yourself of all of that sort of baggage.
But why Fireman?
You can just do that.
Why the name Fireman?
Fireman, I like... I work in the woods sometimes. It's a little hobby of mine. I make
You
trails.
walk in the woods?
I make trails in the woods with my chainsaw.
That's what you're busy with?
It's a balancing thing. So consequently, you make fires out in the woods. So I like that. My dad was also a fireman.
So you are you identify with Fireman. That's that image. All right, listen.
And plus, putting on the concert for 9/11, the fireman.
Next time, if you ever come here again, I want to talk to you about coffee enemas, which Robin receives. I want to know if you're into that at all. That's right. Robin is into that. But
I
here's
may
what
never be back, Howard.
You'll come back. I'll see you again.
You don't want to ever have
Paul,
that
I'm getting the high sign,
conversation.
but I'm going to leave everyone with a song that I think is one of the best tracks on the Fireman
Let's
record.
do it.
I'm going to play it right now.
Howard, thank you for having me.
Thank
Robin,
you.
thank you
It's
for
been a
proposing
pleasure.
to me.
Do me a favor.
I love you.
I never have
I'll
enough
do it
time with you.
again.
I would like to.
guys.
You see this movie, Frost Nixon? I need you
Yeah.
to give me 18 hours.
Yeah, okay.
We'll sit down, we'll videotape.
Yeah.
And it'll be your complete life. I will
will.
go through everything.
It
will,
would
yeah.
be great.
I want. Robin suggested I do this after she
This is my
has sex
next
with
proposal.
you. I think David Tell's got some real pressure on him. He's got to go out and promote the Gong Show. They're starting it on Comedy Central. He's the host.
He's the host.
Yeah, it's his show, so he's got to get out there.
You think there's real pressure? It's Comedy Central.
Yeah, no, there's pressure.
They're banking on this?
They're banking on him.
All right.
He's their one hope.
Now that they lost Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
What's up?
Is there pressure on you to promote the Gong Show? In other words, you want this to be... But, I mean, you can laugh all you want, but this is a big deal to you. I
It
mean,
really is.
You need this to be successful.
This is my last chance to
Is this
show
it?
business.
I mean, you've done a lot of work for Comedy Central. You've had HBO specials. You're a successful comedian.
You had your own show.
I did, yeah.
That didn't work out.
It didn't. What?
Well, I mean, it ended.
Well, I ended it though.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
you
it was
did.
going to kill him, that show.
Why did you end your own David Tell show?
Because I only have one liver, and it got harder to do as it was called the Insomniac Show, not the David Tell Show.
All right, but it should have been called. Everyone called it the David. The
Did
whole
they?
industry called it.
They called it the whole industry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone in the industry called it the David
exactly.
Tell Show.
The variety, of course. Yeah. No, they called it. Why I ended it? Because it was getting harder to do, but I wanted to keep doing hour specials, and they wanted the half hours, and I guess in hindsight I should have kept doing it. But look at me now; I'm like an old, drunk guy. I mean, it just seems like.
Are you really a drunk?
Yeah, and that's why the Gong Show is like a perfect rehab of.
Do you have a drinking problem?
Yeah. Well, what is this? The first time on the air?
No, but I'm saying. I'm wondering
I did
how
not.
much of
I
this-
haven't had a drink in like 6 months. So,
Oh, you
and the
haven't?
guys will back me up on the tour there. So.
How much is this a shtick? This addict kind of person?
I don't speak early Jewish vaudeville terms.
Right.
How much of my shticklach?
Yeah. How much? No, I mean, how much of this is your persona? Like Dean Martin. Everyone thought he was a raging alcoholic, and maybe he wasn't. But some people have suggested it was an act. Is this an act with you, or are you really having a problem? Do you need to go to rehab?
No, I think that what happened is just I got, I just stopped because, it was, I just was sick of, just doing nothing. And, the drinking was boring after a while and shameful.
Was there cocaine involved?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
But that was years ago.
Right.
No,
because
but
Sarah Silverman said when she went out with you, when she was your girlfriend,
right,
she saw no evidence of drinking or any of this behavior. It came after her, she said.
I thought he was always depressed, though.
Well, I didn't have any money then.
You didn't have money to buy alcohol.
Exactly. I didn't have any of that kind of remote control money, as we used to call it back in the 80s.
So they called you and said, we're starting the Gong Show again.
Wait, jump around and okay, and what else what's
around a lot.
happened?
Wait, hold it.
Go ahead.
Don't worry, I'll get back
This
to
is how you
everything.
break a guy down. You don't stay on the same topic.
I thought we were on the same team a minute ago.
By the time I'm done, you'll see.
Watch out for a curveball coming.
I think I just got it.
No, it was Sarah Silverman.
Right.
I'll go back to that if you want.
No, that's okay. What are you going to do with the wedding? That's what I really want to know. Can I say?
Go ahead. Give me your
two weddings. It seems to work in every Ashton Kutcher movie. Why wouldn't it work for you?
You know, you're making a good point.
You run from the guest house to the front of the house and the back of the house, and the maid's like, "What's going on, Mr. Howard?"
That is genius because there's so many people who split up. You could have the other partner there. That's a very, very
boring. All right. So what happened with the Gong Show?
Yeah, Dave.
Now let me. Can I say one thing? Tip of the hat.
Did you? Oh, thank you.
Tip of the hat to you. You know, Howard takes it to the level that we can never get it to with these acts. You know, because you've brought on all these amazingly freakish people, cool people, brought out. You know, they're fun, and I'm like, how do we do that? I don't think we got to that level, but you were the inspiration.
Thank you.
There you go. So, and that's not just sucking up. That's actually true.
No,
So.
it's nice to hear someone say that.
So,
but the Gong Show. Were you a fan of the Gong Show?
Yeah, you know, I think the Gong Show was like the first time you actually saw freaks.
I was
and doing
a fan of
great things, and you know, like ukulele acts and guys in a bathtub and Gene, the dancing machine, all that stuff. And that was before YouTube, so that was like really the only outlet.
Right.
We take it down and dirty, more the road of hilarious than that. We've got something going that they don't have going for them, which is great judges, and the judges from Andy Dick to Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, Adam Carolla, all these different people came on, and they had a ball with it. They just they get involved in some of the acts. They lay it down. It's not like Sharon Osbourne giving this critique or some English dandy giving some kind of you'll never make it, mate. And
oh,
blah,
so
blah,
it's
blah.
it's a direct ripoff of Howard Show.
Exactly.
Thank you.
We have everybody from unicyclers to queefers, and and in between. Yeah, that's your that's your bread and butter.
You do
here.
have a queefer.
Yes.
Oh, so can a queefer win?
I wanted. See, that's the thing. The whole thing that really got me was that America's Got Talent. It's always like the juggler and the guy on the unicycle with the bag, and we had those people on, but I wanted the
hardcore.
Yeah, the vaudeville, uncabaret people, like the girl shooting a dart with her vagina at her husband with balloon. I mean, I was like, I love this stuff,
but it's only so far you can go. It's still cable television.
No, they show it. Comedy Central is very cool about it. I give them a real
dart out of her vagina.
Yeah, well, you don't see the actual,
vagina.
The thing, but you see, it coming out. And
I see. So if this
is a kids program, the Gong Show, I remember, was on in the afternoon.
Now, are you able to negotiate with Comedy Central a decent salary? I mean, they're pretty tight with the dollar, are they not?
I'm betting that Dave got $20,000 an episode.
Wow, I say that's high.
It could be. It could be between 20 to 50, but it could be 30. I'll say around closer to 20 than 50.
Well, the funny thing is, Artie, you also are a sitcom actor, so you know, if I was going to use my old quote from my part on Wings, from when I was on Just Shoot Me. No, but that's part of it too. But Comedy Central, money wise, they bring the money if you bring the ratings, and the good and the bad of Comedy Central is that you can take it to the next level. Like the Gong Show would not work, and they've tried it a million different times.
Yes.
A lot of guys have tried it.
Yes,
and it is kind of like the Titanic of going down with the ship, and I could ramble off many hosts who've tried to do it, and we immediately went in and said we're not going to try and do what Chuck Barris did. Okay, I'm not wearing a suit. I'm not wearing an Indian war bonnet with a kilt.
But Chuck Barris had fun with it.
Yeah, he was great.
He was almost looked drunk.
I always thought he was high.
How long did you date Sarah Silverman?
I don't know. Are you asking me to go to the wedding?
Yes. How long did
could
you
I go?
What, to my wedding?
Yeah.
Do you feel
not with that
close to me?
face.
Do you feel
to my wedding?
Do you want to go to my wedding?
Oh, I guess my Gong Show money. I can't afford.
We're not
a Dell figurine. What if I bring a beautiful Kyrgyzstanian girl that I met in Kyrgyzstan?
I love you, and I think you're great, and I'd like to become friendly with you.
But you're not coming to the wedding.
But we never hang out together. I mean, would you really want to be there?
3 words: bong hits and Scrabble. Let's make it happen.
Let me put it to you this way, Dave. What kind of gift could you afford at Crate and Barrel?
Look, talk to me about Sarah Silverman and Jimmy Kimmel announced they have broken up. Right. That's why I bring this up.
Do you think it's because of the Gong Show?
No.
Is that like a thing in their relationship? If the Gong Show ever comes back.
I want to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Why did you and Sarah break up? And maybe that'll give me insight into why Jimmy and Sarah broke up.
I don't, why?
Yeah, did she break up with you? Or
of course.
She did?
Yes.
You were in love with her?
Absolutely.
Seriously?
Well, what do you want me to say?
No, I don't know if you're being sarcastic.
But it was puppy love, you know what I'm saying?
All right, it was
it's not like the adult love that you power couples share, you know?
Right.
The love of a jet getaway weekend to where do you guys go again?
But isn't all love puppified in a sense?
Where do you guys head off to, whether it's the Hamptons or Darfur to just help out?
Hold it.
To hold an AIDS baby?
Try to be serious with me about this. I'm trying to get insight.
His defense mechanism is up, Dave. Come on.
How long did you date Sarah Silverman? How many months, years? I don't know.
Well, I would like to think it was a couple of years.
Yeah.
And what would she say?
I don't know. She brings it.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm trying to get insight because I like Jimmy and Sarah very much.
I think they're going to get back together.
You do?
Yes.
Why?
Well, sweeps weeks are coming up, and October's rolling around, and nothing gets.
You think it'll be a big deal if they get back together?
You think this is a publicity stunt?
Yes, he does. No,
I really do.
No, but in all seriousness. You were going out with her. You loved her. Right. Was the sex great? I keep thinking that Jimmy and Sarah maybe didn't have great sex. That Jimmy maybe got bored or something.
Really?
I don't know. I'm trying to put this together.
You don't think Sarah got bored with the sex?
She could have. I'm asking from a man's point of view who slept
Jimmy
with Sarah.
was the great lover?
Was Sarah a great lover?
She was a great. I would say she's like 3 lovers in one.
No, is she a great lover?
Isn't that a term that you really only use for like an older man?
Come on, stop.
She's a great lover.
Man. Is she a great lover?
Yeah, she is. She's
is.
A very, I'll tell you one thing, and this is all in truth. She's a very alive person. She's very in the moment and all that kind of stuff. And me, a brooding, balding old guy. That's the kind of stuff that you're attracted to.
Right.
She's like a live person, and she's good at sports. And I could give a shit about sports, but
But the sex was frequent. In other words, it wasn't being withheld. It was a good.
Is that what you think would happen with them?
I don't know. I'm trying to piece this together. It's shocking to me. I'm actually upset about it.
Are you really?
Yeah, because I enjoy hanging out with them as a couple.
Well, why can't you still do that?
As a couple?
I can't. They won't get together as a couple.
As a T-Mobile cell phone, can't you? You know what?
What is your theory on this? What do you think happened?
I really just heard about it the other day because we got a little saying in Afghanistan.
Right.
If you love it, I really don't know, but I'd say that both of them are, I don't know Jimmy that well, but I know her pretty well, or I did, and I think that they're probably working a lot. He has his show,
right,
and she has her show, and that's a lot of work. And then I think it's like adult stuff. It's not like when you're just out of college, kind of hanging around things. So it's more of an adult scene that I probably wouldn't know about. But that's probably, I'd say, the problem.
Last time I saw her, she said, "I love him. I'm going to be with him the rest of my life." Blah 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 blah.
And what happened?
Well, this was the rest of her life. You just didn't know. It didn't mean she was going to be dead.
Right. I don't know. I don't understand it, to tell you the truth. I really
don't get it either. And
have you ever done Jimmy show?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
When during the Insomniac thing, I came out and
Did you discuss having sex with her?
His girl?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. Why not? Wouldn't that be great television to say, "Hey, I banged her, you banged her. Let's compare."
That's
notes.
pretty rock and roll. It's not so much comedy. That's like what rock
funny?
guys do. Like Eric Clapton could do that or something. Like that,
I don't know. I mean,
I would have tuned in.
I would listen to you guys comparing notes and saying, she didn't do this, but then Jimmy would go, "Oh no, she did that with me."
Don't you love it when he goes,
"She never licked my balls,
God,
and that upset me." And
no, Dave wants to do jokes about shampoo and a sock.
Every time I come in here, you always bring up Sarah and all that stuff. What do I have to do that? Like, if I found Bin Laden on that trip, and I also opened Iron Man,
I only brought it up because of the news that they were.
I know.
I thought you could offer insight. I did.
Do you think it has something to do with the gas prices? Now this leads into neutral territory.
Do you have sex videos of her with you?
No,
you never took her.
Before that, no, never.
Wow. Well, all right. I will drop it then.
Honestly, Howard, would you? don't you feel like that's like you got to be really on your game to do that kind of stuff? Like
sex video?
Yeah.
I've tried it, and it never works out well. I've done it a couple of times in my life.
Now, a man in your position, why would you even put yourself in that position?
I look so bad.
You do?
On these videos. You think you're in decent shape.
What? You really aren't the good, the best judge. You should show us.
I did one where I took the video on my penis, and I don't know, it must have been bright light, but it looked very veiny and like it was. I was like, ugh.
You're too harsh and critical.
When people ask me that, I go, look, I'm embarrassed by video of me not having sex, just acting.
Yeah, right, just being around.
Right, yeah. I mean,
that's what I mean. You're too critical of yourself. You should let somebody else judge it.
Okay, Robin, I'd love to have your critique.
After Gary came back from Afghanistan, he came to me and he said, Dave Attell is a saint.
Is a
said,
saint?
A saint. He said they should call him Saint Attell.
He really is.
Why do you... I said to Gary, why do you say this about Dave Attell? Because as far as I can see, he doesn't look like any kind of saint to me.
Right.
He seems very...
Nobody's ever described him that way before.
And he's a Jew.
And he's a Jew. That's right.
And then the Jimmy thing, right?
Right. So, and he fucked Sarah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see him being a
No
saint.
saint has ever fucked Sarah.
So Gary goes, Wolf, there were days when we were traveling. You know how he talks. He goes, Wolf, there were days we were traveling, and we would be very tired. And sometimes the USO would say, when you're eating, go have meals with the troops and talk to them. But sometimes we were so tired, we would just eat amongst ourselves. But Dave Attell would go over to the troops' tables, no matter what was going on, and sit there and talk with them. It's very, very important to him. The whole time he's there, he's talking to the
He
troops.
never shied away from the troops.
Right.
Well,
is that accurate?
That is accurate. And, the guys didn't know that that's part of the USO thing. It's not just doing the shows, but, they picked it up real
Artie
quick.
apparently didn't know.
All right.
Well, but Artie is
Artie
a different...
slept, yeah.
We just...
Artie slept through all of Afghanistan.
But they were like, how do you do it? And I go, well, I was brought up as a runaway. And I was used to going truck to truck looking for love. No, it's...
What is
these
it?
guys are... I'm sorry.
Go ahead and explain yourself.
I'll explain. I'm glad that... First of all, I'm glad I couldn't pick better guys to go with because not just Artie and Gary, but Nick and Jim Florentine were great. And the whole thing is that the monotony... we see the war in little snippets on the news, and it's explosions and shooting. But then there's the other times of just monotonous routine, heat, being distant from their loved ones, their lives. There's a lot of people there in the Guard and Reserve who have other lives that they've had to put on hold to do it.
And
what
the
we
psychological pressure, knowing that they might be killed at it.
Exactly.
Right.
But besides all that, there's really just the never-endingness of it and the sameness of it. And that could be horrific or it could be boring, but it's over and over and over for over a year. And we're just like new faces that come in. I don't consider myself famous. I'm not, Jessica Simpson or anything like that. But we just come in and like whether they know you or not, it's just somebody else to talk to. Like, comics are great because we don't bring any equipment. We just come in, tell a couple of, dick jokes and we're out of there.
Right.
And they love it dirty. And, they might say the powers that be, keep it clean, do this, whatever.
Yeah.
But when it gets down to it, they always love it dirty. And we love bringing it to them that way. So.
Right.
Yeah, the
So it was
shows.
a good experience.
The shows were very
Risque.
successful, and like obviously Dave destroyed, as did Nick. Everybody killed.
Yeah.
And Gary did a good job. And I mean, it is so satisfying afterwards at the meet and greet when these guys come up to you and say, you know what, man? And every one of them were nice. We really appreciate you coming. We laughed, and it was good to escape for a while. And Dave has gone probably about 4 or 5 times. Is that right? You've been there quite a bit.
Different place,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You've been to Iraq?
Iraq.
You've been to Afghanistan.
And, Afghanistan used to be the one where everybody's like, I hope it gets sent to Afghanistan because it's safer. Now it's really like
It's
going
the
crazy.
opposite.
Yeah.
Did you feel in danger at any time when the mortar attack? We read about the mortar attack. We asked Gary and we asked Artie about
Was
it
that
yesterday.
your first time being under attack?
Well, besides coming on this show, the emotional mortars, the rounds shot at me, the salvo.
Coming in.
No, it happened in Iraq too, but it wasn't like where we had to get in the bunkers. It was just kind of like, oh, by the way, we were attacked. But the best part, there's 2 stories I'd like to say about the whole tour. One of them was I was roommates with Artie for a while and Nick DiPaolo. And
It was more fun.
That's a fun room.
It was a fun room, and Artie it's hard to sleep with him because he you think like he's a bigger guy, he must snore. Well, I snore, Nick might snore or whatever, but he talks in his sleep.
Oh no!
Really?
And not just talks, he orders food in his sleep.
Oh, stop.
I'm not kidding around. Get Nick DiPaolo on the phone. It's so true.
Yeah, no.
Is that right?
Howard,
That's crazy.
Dana and a couple other chicks have said this to me.
You order food in your sleep?
And Howard, he sounds contrived, but he's telling the truth because
it is true.
Other people have told me this, and it's so embarrassing yet so funny.
I never heard it. Does it arrive? Does the food come after
Well, what did I say?
I'm no Craig Gass, but may I try it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like 2 burgers and a dew. Like Mountain Dew. 2 burgers and a dew.
Oh, he even
Are you
talks in
serious?
that shirt
You mean he's laying there, and all of a sudden you start hearing him talking about food?
2 burgers and a dough.
Burgers.
But
What
not
else
just
does he
laying there.
mention? What
Like,
else does he?
just kind of shaky, kind of like.
I do. I get the shake.
What else? What else does he order? I'm curious. Pizza.
Well, Nick DiPaolo said the 2 burgers and a do thing, and that was why I knew they weren't bullshitting. Just 2 separate times they said the same exact thing that I ordered.
Wow.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't even drink Mountain Dew.
And the whole trip too, he was not really eating. He was eating apples the whole time, and he had like one big meal, and that was about
it's
it.
amazing. Gary was telling me about you in Afghanistan, and he even said this, and I hope I don't embarrass you. He says, at one point, Dave Attell waved his hands over the desert and it turned into water. I'm not kidding.
No, you know what?
I was afraid, like flying in the helicopters and all that kind of stuff, but that was pretty cool that we got a chance to do.